This is what's happening for you in May based on your zodiac sign. You can watch your rising sign for your primary message and your sun sign for a secondary message. If you don't know what your rising sign is, it's also called your ascendant sign, and I have a free birth chart calculator linked to my bio that will tell you. If you want to learn more about astrology, I have free guides as well as birth chart readings linked to my bio. Aries, for you, May is a really powerful time to level up the way that you think about money. Also, you're leveling up how you feel about yourself, your self-worth. The full moon on May 12th could possibly bring to your attention any issues you've been having if you're in a financial partnership with somebody else. It's also a really great time to let go of emotions that have been holding you back. It's a great full moon for you for an emotional release. And then when Gemini season starts on May 20th, you are going to become busier. Your mind is more active. You have more going on in your day-to-day life. It's a great time to share your voice, especially at the end of the month with the new moon. It's a great time to express how you've been feeling. And Saturn is actually entering Aries at the end of the month, which this is going to be the start of a longer transit where you are learning to take yourself seriously and you're going to become a lot more confident and secure. Taurus, May is your time to shine. The sun is in your sign, so you're feeling confident, you're feeling good. Mercury is going to enter your sign on May 10th, so that's going to give you the confidence to speak up, to want to share your voice. You're probably going to have a lot going on in your mind. The full moon on May 12th, you are going to be releasing something when it comes to relationship, maybe a negative relationship or a negative pattern that you have in a relationship. And then as the sun enters Gemini towards the end of the month, your focus shifts towards your money, towards your self-worth, and towards creating a sense of stability. And Saturn entering Aries at the end of the month is the start to a longer cycle where you are going to really deepen your spiritual connection. Gemini, so for you guys, the start of May is going to feel a bit quieter. You're going to be reflecting. You might want to spend more time alone. Your intuition is very heightened, so listen to what the messages that you're getting. And then the full moon on May 12th is a time where you are going to get a bit more activated. There's something related to your daily routine that you're letting go of, and you might become busier with work. And then as the sun moves into Gemini on May 20th, it's your season again. So it's like you're coming out of the shadows. You're ready to go out there. You're ready to socialize. You're ready to have fun. You're feeling more confident. And then Saturn enters Aries at the end of the month, which is the start to a longer cycle where you are going to be learning lessons related to friends, and you're going to find that the people around you over the next few years are going to change and be the people that truly support your growth in the long term. So you're starting that cycle at the end of the month. Cancer, the first half of the month, you are feeling like you want to connect with your community, whether that be your community in person, your community online. If you've been wanting to connect with friends, it's a good time to get together with friends, message people that you haven't talked to in a while. The full moon on May 12th will have you releasing maybe a creative block, maybe a past romantic relationship. Whatever you're releasing, though, is going to allow you to experience more joy in your life. Then as Gemini season starts towards the end of the month, you're going to be feeling more introspective. You're going to want to spend more time alone. Your spiritual abilities, your intuition, everything's heightened. So it's a good time to deepen your, practices, whether you're into meditation, anything that you do to align yourself spiritually. It's a great time to work on that towards the end of May, the second half of the month. Saturn entering Aries at the end of the month is the start to a longer cycle here. And for you, it's going to be about building more stability in your career or feeling more solid and secure with what you are bringing to the world. So you're going to start to see that coming together starting at the end of the month. Leo, at the start of May, the first half of May, you could be getting some recognition, maybe in your career, maybe for your artistic work, but you could be in the spotlight in some way. The full moon on May 12th is going to have you releasing something from your past, from your childhood, something that's been holding you back that maybe has been making you feel uncomfortable being seen, if you know what I mean. So you're releasing something there. It could be more of an emotional full moon for you. And then as Gemini season starts on May 20th, you're going to be feeling more social. You're going to want to find people that you connect with. You're going to want to connect with your community and find communities that align with your long-term goals. And Saturn entering Aries at the end of May is the start to a longer cycle. And for you, you're going to become more disciplined when it comes to your beliefs. You could actually be starting a journey on when it comes to your education, either formally or informally. So this is going to happen over a number of years, but the start of this is at the end of May. Virgo, the first half of the month, you might be traveling, you might be learning something new. You're actually feeling like you're looking at the big picture more, which you're sometimes more used to looking at the details, so you're getting a new perspective on life. The full moon on May 12th, you might want to speak up, express yourself. You could also be wanting to release some thought pattern that you've kind of maybe like a negative thought pattern that you've been holding on to. It's a good time to release that. Things like that could come up. And as Gemini season starts towards the end of the month, you're focused on your legacy. Maybe that's your career. Maybe that's your children. You're just focusing on what you are giving to the world, what you're working on. You're thinking about your long-term goal. And Saturn will enter Aries at the end of May, which is the start to a longer cycle where you're really going to be going through a lot of transformation and healing. So the very start of that is at the end of the month. Libra. So at the beginning of the month, you guys are really focused on you're spending time alone. You might be reflecting, you might be doing shadow work, some deeper emotions could be coming up. The full moon on May 12th is going to have you maybe releasing a negative mindset you have about money. It could also actually bring in money if you've been in a good abundant mindset around it. So something regarding your money and also your self-worth and what you value could come up during the May 12th full moon. When the sun enters Gemini on May 20th, you're going to maybe want to travel, you want to explore, you're feeling more optimistic and open. Saturn enters Aries at the end of May, which is the start to a longer cycle where you are getting more serious about your relationships, and you could actually take your relationship to a deeper level of commitment, and all of that will be starting at the end of May. Scorpio, so for the beginning of the month, you guys are focused on your relationship. That could be your romantic relationships, friendships, business partnerships. It's a good time to collaborate, connect, go on dates, get into business partnerships. The full moon on May 12th is in your sign, so it's a big one for you, a good time for emotional release. Something about your identity could be shifting. You're letting go of an old version of yourself. Let yourself release your emotions, and you should be feeling more powerful after that full moon. The sun entering Gemini is a bit of a transformative time for you. You're really stepping into your power. You're letting go of things that are holding you back. You're becoming more vulnerable. And Saturn entering Aries at the end of the month is the start to a longer cycle where you're really getting serious about your health habits, how you manage your energy, and also your work-life balance, and that's all kicking off at the end of May. Sagittarius, the first half of May, you are focusing on your health and wellness. You are maybe being more consistent in your daily routines. You might be busier at work. The full moon on May 12th is a really big emotional detox for you. It could be a very emotional full moon for you, but also listen to any signs you receive from your intuition or in your dreams. Sun entering Gemini on May 20th is going to maybe have you wanting to spend one-on-one time with a partner. It's a great time to start any collaborations or business partnerships. And Saturn entering Aries at the end of May is actually going to have you taking your romantic relationships and your creativity more seriously over the next few years. Capricorn, the start of May, you are focused on having fun, finding the joy in your daily life, maybe spending time with your children if you have any. Full moon on May 12th, something shifting in a friendship. You could be letting go of a friendship. You could be finding a community that really aligns with you. As Gemini season starts on May 20th, you become busier. You have a lot going on in your daily routine. You might have a lot going on at work with your coworkers. And Saturn enters Aries at the end of May, so the next few years you're going to be getting more serious when it comes to your family, to your home. Maybe you're actually even buying a home or finding a place to settle the next couple of years. Aquarius, the start of May, you are focused on your family and your home. You could be spending more time with family. You could be working on redecorating your living space, things like that. The full moon on May 12th could have you closing a chapter professionally, or something related to your long-term goals could be highlighted. Then as Gemini season starts, things become fun. You might want to take some time off work. You might want to spend some time having fun, just doing things you enjoy that feed things that will empower your inner child and that remind you of childhood in a good way. And then Saturn entering Aries at the end of May is the start of a longer cycle of you becoming more serious with how you express yourself and share your voice. Pisces, the start of May is a really good time for you to express your thoughts and your voice. Your mind will be more active. You have a lot of ideas. The full moon on May 12th is having you let go of a set of beliefs that you hold that no longer apply to your life, that you need to let go of. And as Gemini season starts, you are focused on your family, your home, your emotions, making sure you feel secure with yourself and making your living space feel peaceful and calm, you might want to redecorate. Saturn enters Aries at the end of May, which is the start to a longer cycle where you are going to become more serious about maybe how you make money, how you view yourself, your self-worth, and that's all kicking off at the end of May.